Over to Cheryl, and the fight of the night was Cowboy and Perry. Anybody got a question? Go ahead, buddy.
How did you feel?
Are we miking these guys? Or?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah? There we go.
How tough was that fight of the night decision? Because
Yeah,
there was
the main
several
event.
main card that
The main event too.
Yeah.
I agree. The main event was incredible too. So, yeah, it was a tough decision.
I mean, what made you wind up going with that one?
I just think we all unanimously agreed that
Okay.
it was just, that fight was ridiculous too.
Take me through what you thought about the main event, and did that surprise you?
Yeah,
the outcome?
No, I mean, we made that fight because we think Jack Hermanson is talented. And, you know, the thing is with Jacare has this desire to win right now and to fight for the belt. And that guy just keeps moving forward. The body shots that he hit Hermanson with, you know, the fact that Hermanson wasn't afraid to go to the ground, even tried to guillotine friggin' Jacare. I would have never guessed that, you know, nobody goes to the ground with him, tries to do that. So, very impressive. Hermanson ate unbelievable body shots, you know, wasn't afraid of the ground, and, you know, first 5-round fight, you know, guy looked great.
I guess the talking point was that you guys had, one way or another, told Jacare, you win this fight, you get a title shot. Now he's lost. I mean, is it safe to say that Hermanson's now in consideration at least?
Well, no, I mean, look, the fight hasn't even, there's still an interim champion and
right.
all this stuff. That's why Jacare hasn't got a shot. I mean, you know, he's had opportunities. It's not like he's never had opportunities. There's guys out there who haven't even had opportunities. He has. And this is the way the ball bounces sometimes.
I wonder if you could talk real quick about Greg Hardy and how important that was for him and for you guys as an organization, for him to bounce back after what happened to him in January.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that I love that fight. You know, you guys know. I mean, I've been doing this for 20 years. We don't do setup fights for anybody. And if I was a fan, and probably some of the media, the way some of the media acts, I would think that was, I don't know who the fuck that guy beat 9 fights, but I'd like to see the 9 guys he beat. That was weird. Not to take anything from Hardy. Hardy came in great shape. Hardy doesn't make fights. Me and my guys do. And Hardy came in better shape, and he did what he had to do. He treated that guy like he was supposed to.
So does that change up how you guys will match Hardy up later this year for his next one?
No, I mean, it just, you know, a guy's record is 9-2. I want to see the 9 guys he beat. You know what I mean? They might be in this room right now, actually.
I wasn't one of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked though.
Appreciate it, thanks, Dan.
All right.
Dana, how much did the timing of the NFL draft have to do with Hardy's inclusion on this card?
Nothing.
Whatsoever?
No. Being in Florida is why we put him on this card.
Dana, what are your impressions of the South Florida crowd tonight? It's been a while since you guys have been here, and did it improve its reputation to where you guys may come back a little bit sooner than a 4-year gap?
You know, it's funny, all the fans were asking me that tonight too. Yeah, obviously we did a fight that was, you know, most of the card was on free TV, and we had 12,754 in the building and a $1.21 million gate. So, yeah, I'm happy. So the answer is yes.
Hi Dana, a couple of months ago you said that you were going to start building a performance center in Puerto Rico. When is that taking place, and what are you guys planning to go to Puerto Rico? It's about 2 hours from here.
Mexico and Puerto Rico we're doing, and my team right now is looking at land and things like that right now. We're laying out the whole, you know, business plan for those places, but it's happening.
And in terms of a card in Puerto Rico?
And what?
In terms of having a card, an event in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, one step at a time. We got to get you know, what we're looking to do is to kickstart the market down there. You know, I know that after the hurricane, you know, there's still a lot of damage down there and things like that. And I've heard from people that, you know, there's not a lot of work. Kids are looking for things to do down there, so we think this is the perfect opportunity to build the Performance Institute down there.
Dana, last night with Titan FC and then tonight, and I know you talked about the crowd tonight, but what did you think of the two events? And then also, just the reason for why South Florida has been growing with MMA and why we did this tonight on a card that was a decent card, but not a huge card tonight.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, I had fun at the fights last night too. And I think obviously the sport has come a long way since the last time that we were here. And I do credit Dan Lambert and the American Top Team too for, you know, Dan spent a lot of money down here and done a lot of great things for the sport and for fighters in South Florida. And I think he's created a lot of awareness, and you know, I credit Dan big time too for what's going on down here.
Hi Dana, good to see you again. What was the conversation you had with Glover Teixeira after his performance?
I was just so excited that he had won, and you know, he and Matt Serra are really close and good friends, so he just came over and was just celebrating. Nothing. He was saying something to me through the cage. I'm half deaf and couldn't hear what he was saying. I'm assuming he was telling me he wanted to fight somebody, but I couldn't hear him.
Any other questions?
What was your impressions of Mike Perry tonight?
He looked awesome tonight. I think that I was very impressed with how composed he was. You know, he wasn't being wild. He took his time, picked his shots. When he hurt Cowboy, he didn't run after him, you know, like he usually gets crazy and runs after him. Took his time, and you saw every time that he did get near him again when he thought he was hurt, Cowboy had an answer and fired off something sneaky, and he really fought a good fight tonight against a really good guy. Tonight was a big win for Mike Perry, you know, because of who he beat and how he beat him.
You also said that you were going to have a meeting with Conor McGregor this week while you were down here. Has that happened yet?
Yeah, no, I was supposed to meet with him down here. We're going to meet in LA instead.
And do you have any update on Tony Ferguson and what his status is?
Yeah, as far as I know right now, Tony's still not ready to go. Or I would be trying to book him.
Anyone else?
Anybody else? Yeah, right here behind you.
Follow up. Thank you. We're here at the BB&T Center, and then we also have in Miami the American Airlines Arena. So when UFC does come back, is there a preference whether to go to Miami, to stay in Sunrise, Fort Lauderdale, or is that just something you look at later on?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess it would depend on the fight. You know, it would depend on what fight I would bring down here. You know, if we bring a pay-per-view, and if we bring some, you know, if it's a pay-per-view, it's obviously at least one title on the card. So we would figure that out. Yeah. Anybody else? Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a good night.